Look at this scratch on my nose. Can you guess who may have scratched my face like this? I'll give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't fucking count. Can I talk about 5 minutes for this? I don't know. Wow. I don't even know if that first one was any good. Well, who cares? It's too late now. I already recorded it. So there. Don't look at my mic's butt. That's rude. Oh, I got to give you an eyeball. Okay, I'll do that next. Okay. Hey Siri,
Hmm?
can you please set a timer for 5 minutes?
5 minutes starting now.
Thank you.
Of course.
So this podcast episode is about my feelings about getting older, as requested by Jenny, just Jenny for Prez. I distinctly remember the first time I found a wrinkle, or at least one that I really cared about. Maybe I had like little crow's feet before, but I went into the mirror and there was a hair on my face, and I couldn't brush it away, and it turned out that it was because it was stuck inside a little crease in my face, a little my first wrinkle was deep enough that it held a human hair in it. And at the time, I thought it was hilarious, and, like, I like to joke about how upset I was, but I wasn't. I what like, that is just aging, and it's pretty normal. My thing about, getting older is that I fucking love it. I don't like, I under okay, so, oof. I recognize that we are, especially if you are someone who is socialized as girl, we're kind of, like, told that aging is gross, it's ugly, that we should be ashamed of getting older, um and we kind of ask like people socialize girls specifically to grow old quietly, to like kind of back into the shadows. Don't let anyone see you getting old. Um and man, that is such a fucking terrible disservice to human beings. Holy shit. Like, I hear people who are younger than 30 worrying about the number, like their age and where they are in relation to their age, as if there is a specific time that you are supposed to achieve things or get shit done. Like, everything is made up. This timeline is fucking made up. What why are you putting that kind of pressure on yourself when you could just, like, I don't know, fucking live your life and maybe have a second or 2 to enjoy it? We're supposed to like we're supposed to feel like aging is decrepit. Like, as we get older, it's like, oh, you're supposed to feel old and nasty, and we think we're supposed to physically fall apart. And I think that, like, believing all of that stuff makes it true. I think that when you're like, oh yeah, when you age, you're like, of course, yes, you need to move around so that your joints are lubricated and you have mobility and flexibility, but believing that aging is terrible is what makes aging terrible. I just I just can't get behind it. I think, like, the alternative to getting older is that you're dead. And why what? You think it's better to have, like, a young corpse? What makes a young corpse more beautiful than an old corpse? It's just fucking decay. Who what what? It just makes me crazy. I honestly, like, as I age, I know more about myself. I can forgive others and myself more easily. I don't let people walk all over me the way I did when I was younger. I love myself in ways that the younger version of me had no idea was possible, or that I could ever feel like I was worthy of that. I will not age quietly under any circumstances. I won't fall into the shadows to age out of people's view. I want to age as loudly as possible. I will laugh all the way to my fucking grave. And I'll know that I aged with joy and delight. And if that makes people annoyed that they have to observe someone who is old and wrinkly being happy, good. Fucking good. Holy shit. Being young isn't all where it's at. Every part of your life is an important part of it. Why prioritize this young version that just happens to look the way our particular moment in time says it's supposed to? Getting older is like it's the accumulation of stories and experiences. I think that it's beautiful. I think that it's as beautiful as seeing like an old tree. You know, old trees, they stand so tall and their branches spread out as far and as high as they can unapologetically, just so that they can get a little more sun. And I want to age like that. I want to age like a big fucking tree who is going to take up as much space as possible. And maybe we'll throw a little shade along the way.